Hey guys, it's Ryan from The Dad Show. Before we get into today's episode, I'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor. Have you been looking for a way to get on the water for some family fun? If so, please go visit my friends at Blue Springs Boat Company located in Kingston, Tennessee. Family owned and operated since 1988, Blue Springs Boat Company is the largest authorized Bennington and Regal dealership serving the East Tennessee area. They offer new and used boats, have a full parts department, and a certified service department on hand to help you with all your boating needs. They're proud to be your family's boat dealer. Let Blue Springs Boat Company help you find the right boat for you and your family. Visit them online at www.bluespringsboats.com or call 865-376-1472. Now, let's get to the podcast.
Welcome to the Dad Show Podcast, a show all about impacting, empowering, inspiring, and uplifting information to become a better dad, husband, man, and mentor. And now, your host, Ryan Ladd.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Dad Show. I want to thank you for listening and for watching and for being here with us. As always, we like to ask that you would follow us on all social media at The Dad Show Podcast, as well as on our website at thedadshowpodcast.com. So I've got some exciting series coming up. I'd like to have some wives on the show to be a tell-all kind of deal, not to just bash the husbands, but to be a kind of a tell-all, tell what is working in their marriages, what they like of their men, because I don't know, guys, if you're like me, but I learn a little bit more from listening to women and their perspective of what they like to hear, what they like to listen to, what they like to see their men do, rather than a man trying to say, well, I do this for my wife, or I do this and she loves it and she tells me this. And so I'd like to get the women's perspective. So if you're interested in being on the show as a wife, a girlfriend, just a mother, or whatever the case may be, please contact The Dad Show and let us know that you'd like to be on. Also, we're going to try and do a couples therapy series. So my wife and I will sit down with another couple, and it's not that me and my wife are sitting there trying to tell the other couple how to live their life or what to do, but we can learn from each other, just like us dads here, just telling a story and sharing our lives and our mistakes and stuff of that nature. Just get the couples interacting together, and hopefully that we can help each other in all those aspects. So today's episode is going to be really short, straight, and to the point, because over the past couple of weeks, we've had a lot of negativity, a lot of questioning, just a lot of stuff. And as if 2020 wasn't enough, especially over the last couple of weeks of what's been going on all around the country. COVID cases are spiking, questions in our government, questions in our judicial system, all the above. So we're going to kind of dive into that real quick, and then we're going to come right back out of it. I want to leave just a little bit of it open-ended so that you kind of think for yourself and question what's going on and what your thought process is, as well as what's going on in your life. So like I said, I want to dive right into this, get right into the meat and potatoes of it so that you can get on with your Monday as well as the rest of your week, and I hope that you have an amazing week. All right, guys, so this is going to kind of relate back to a podcast a couple weeks ago that I talked about faith, but if you think about it from your aspect and in your life and what's going on in our country, we have slowly gotten away from having faith and trusting in stuff. Now, not just political wise, but you've lost faith in your government system. You know, whether a person that's committed a crime, whether they're being tried correctly, or whether their sentence fits the crime, or, you know, if they're paying off somebody. Not only that, you're questioning the political system, the voting system, you know, whether it's correct or what's going on behind the scenes there. And it's not your fault. It's our media and paid media that's been telling us what to think, what to believe, and go a step further, it's your peers as well that's listening to all these other voices around them. And, you know, you just start to question trust and faith. So that goes from bigger aspects as far as, you know, dealing with our government, but you starting to question yourself and have trust and faith in yourself of whether you can do something, of whether, I don't know, can I run a mile? I don't know. Can I drive all the way there without falling asleep? I don't know. Can I make this recipe? You know, you take it steps further into your life as far as your marriage. Like, do you fully trust your wife? Do you fully trust yourself to be faithful to your wife? Do you trust yourself to be the dad that you need to be with your kids? Do you have faith in all this stuff? Do you trust that whenever they wash your dishes at the restaurant, that they're 100% clean? Do you trust the person that's making your food, that they've washed their hands, that they're wearing a mask, they're not coughing, they're not sneezing on your food or doing anything else? Do you have trust in vaccines, of whether or not they work? Do you have trust in your doctors? Do you have trust in your boss, that they're not just trying to, to quote unquote screw you out of something or set you up for something? Do you have trust in your friends, that they're truly your friends? Do you have trust in your car that it's going to get you to work or get you to where you're taking your family and get you there safely? Do you have faith, trust, or do you question everything? A quick story. Whenever Kennedy was diagnosed, two of my real good buddies who are twins, but they're really good friends. Actually, I consider them brothers. Their mom was in the hospital dying of cancer. When Kennedy was diagnosed, she heard about Kennedy's diagnosis and everything that was going on with her. She told one of my buddies to go get a necklace for my wife. Not only a necklace, but make sure that necklace had a mustard seed on it, and that it included the Bible verse, Matthew 17:20. Matthew 17:20 states, faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. Now, I know there's other versions and different sayings in those versions that goes according to that Bible verse, but the gist of the whole thing is, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. Now, guys, I don't know if you're like me, question everything, questioning just what all we went through, having faith in what all we went through, having trust in what all we just talked about. There's one thing and one thing only that you can put your full 100% trust in, 100% faith in, and you won't question it. And that's our Lord Jesus Christ. Faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. This isn't just a Christian saying. This isn't just a Christian podcast. This isn't me just trying to say you need to trust in the Lord and everything's going to be okay, because it won't be okay. There's still stuff going to come up. That devil's still going to throw little seeds at you to try and get you to trust him, to get you to question whether this is happening or that's happening or what's going on, to turn you away from God. And not everything's going to be fairy tales and butterflies. But if you trust in God 100%, just the faith of a mustard seed, everything else that we just talked about will come into play. You'll start trusting. You'll start seeing God showing up in all this stuff, whether it's on the media, whether it's on social media, whether it's in your marriage, whether it's in your relationship with your kids, whether it's in your own life. Please, I'm telling you, and another podcast that was a couple weeks ago, 21 days to create a habit. For 21 days, I want to ask that you'll have faith as small as a mustard seed in everything, including God, because that's the forefront. If you put him first and you trust in him 100% first, you will start trusting everything else. It's building blocks. It's putting that foundation of God first and building on that. So 21 days to create a habit. Please trust in God for 21 days. Hit your knees and pray for 21 days. Not only yourself, not only your wants, your needs, but your family's needs, your friends' needs, your neighbors' needs, people that you don't even know, our government, our world, our country. Just pray for them for 21 days. I promise in 21 days, you will start to see a difference, not only in your life, but what you're seeing in everybody else's life as well. Please, guys, do this. 21 days. Hit me up on social media. Let me know how it's going. I want to hear from you. I want your feedback. Guys, I hope you have an amazing week. I hope you take this and put it into your own life, and I'll see you next week. God bless you, and I love you. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Dad Show podcast. Please like, review, and subscribe.